A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Washington Huskies and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Huskies head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Scarlet Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Williams makes the grab. Down he goes. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Williams from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Williams unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The handoff. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. He will not get there as the defense stopped him again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on third and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Touchdown, Huskies. Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Split backs here. Running inside. It's Owens. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Simmons. Out wide right, it's Owens. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Rush is on. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Williams, into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Owens. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Scarlet Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Austin Simmons, the play fake. They're all over him. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The lone back's got it. Swamped immediately.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's Williams to throw. Still looking. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Slips through the line. Smashes through the tackle. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Williams. Extending the play. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. Left side is Carter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
3rd and long coming up. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. To the back. He's past the sticks. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Owens. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down to the air. Look out! And they got him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. 3rd down coming. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right side, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Jackson will throw. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Just gets rid of that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And on 3rd and short right there, man, there's no bones about it. Like, you could tell this offense was going to run the football, try to be physical. They do, and they get their running back downhill, and he makes the play. Now sets him up in 1st and goal. And up here, guys, I would expect more of the same. Try to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Rutgers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Follows his blocks. It's Owens. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Jackson gonna throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play fake, Williams. Buying a little time to his left. He turns it loose to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Nittany Lions with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far.
Holds on, it's Brown.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams on the play fake. Buys time to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Here's a give to Washington. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I got the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to Washington again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The corners are walked up tight. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Play action with Williams. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And right down the middle.
Washington, 45, Rutgers.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Cook. On the move is the 30. Snags it, and there's running room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Down he goes. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Out wide right, it's Owens.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Making the adjustment. 4th down, Simmons. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be... It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Here's a give to Washington. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Drives inside. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Williams, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And man, sometimes you'll see that with these quarterbacks. They like to run the football, but they don't get hit in practice. So they're not always used to carrying the football and taking hits. Down the field, he made a nice play, but then got hit, gave the football up. That's a big turnover for this defense, and really nice hustle downfield coming to fall on the football.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Left side is Turay. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. At the 40, there he goes. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver and tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Rushes on. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
They'll move the wide receiver. Plows through the defense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Here's a give to Washington. He's down right there and let. Celebration commence because that one ought to do it.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and He has delivered for his offense all game long.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.